I'm still broadcasting to you from the cozy confines of my studio that's located on the front line. So if you hear any gunshots, screaming, or shaking in the camera, that's from the bombardments that Fleet is commencing every now and then periodically. Good afternoon, viewers of FedNet, your most trusted source of information from the Federation. I'm also your host, Taryn, your trusted anchor for the news, war correspondence, and now, weather. Anyway, viewers, so right now there are troopers outside trying to set up the device for me right now as we speak. So I don't have to worry about doing that right now, which is very, very fortunate and generous of Command to do for me. In the meantime, as you can see, they have actually offered me my own ID tag. If you can see it right here, yeah, it's pretty cool. They've also given me a blue helmet to kind of make it easier for troopers to identify me so they don't get startled away whenever I start trying to ask them questions, because usually they get afraid as if I'm a bug. See, troopers are very skittish. They don't like people running up to them and making sounds, because, I mean, they'll think you're an arachnid and they'll shoot you. I've lost quite a few cameramen that way. That's why most of them stay very, very silent. You have to treat the troopers like lions. That's what they are. And you know what they say about the pride of the lions? Something I don't know. I don't know what the quote is. That's okay, viewers. So, yes? Okay. 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 All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Gee, stop. You're shouting. Okay, stop. Okay. So, bad news, viewers. So, remember how I was saying that there was a team outside setting up the Doppler radar for me? Yeah, there was the troopers out there, a engineer, and a radio repairman. So, the radio repairman just started screaming and shouting in my ears. Very rude. I don't understand why he would do that to me. But he was saying some weird, unintelligible words like, "Please, you have to help me. They grabbed my leg. It's missing, and they're taking me away in the sky. You have to come out here and help me. Please don't keep talking. Don't hang up, please." And I'm not really sure what that means, but I'm assuming that he's talking about the hopper bugs. Now, if you don't know what the hopper bugs are, viewers, those are the ones that look like green beans with wings that kind of flap around. And I think what he was trying to say was he was kind of like just walking along the ground here, and then just took him away, and that was that. If you don't understand, I don't know how to explain that to you, viewers, but that's okay. You don't need to understand, because all you need to think about is the weather. And I'll be right back, viewers. I'm going to have to go outside and go check on that and figure out why that's not working. So give me just a moment. So, viewers, I'm back. Sorry about that. I fixed it to a degree. It's making a bunch of blip, boops, and bops. I had to, like, get these fingers and blood off the buttons and wiring. I'm not really sure what to do. I mean, I went to acting school and also journalism, and I remember one time I was in a play, and I played a TV repair guy. So I feel like that it came in handy to help me with fixing this device. Yeah. So, viewers, we're going to go and jump over to the Doppler radar system. As you can slowly see behind me, it's making a bunch of weird yellow blips and boops, but we're going to get up out of this chair, and we're going to go head over there, and I'm going to show you some of the weird anomalies and phenomena that we've been experiencing on the front lines of Tango Urilla. So, let's go over there, viewers. So, as you can see here, viewers, this is the Doppler radar system, supposedly working. You can see from its weird yellow blips and movements that it's doing on the map. This is a satellite overview of what it's able to do for us. Albeit it does run on like startup modem and just it's terrible. I have to like beat the computer up to make it work. But it's making sound, so I think that means it's doing something for me. But this is a region that we've captured in Tango Urilla that we somehow secured to keep Archy out. It's very difficult to do so if you consider the fact that they can dig underground, and it's really hard to track their movements because our devices don't pick up seismic readings far enough to be able to determine where they are all the time. I'm going to give the weather for these positions down here because it's important for our troopers that are down here in the field, because there's been some very unusual developments down here in the positions that we have. So as you can see down here, we have Sandbridge Outpost. These guys are pretty cool, actually. I like the people at Sandbridge Outpost. Those guys are nice to me. They actually give me Capri Suns and Tickle Biscuits and sometimes an MRE every now and then if I'm nice. I like those guys. They check up on me every now and then. Then we have these guys over here at Gruyere Outpost. Those guys are complete psychopaths. I don't know what it is. It seems ridiculous to me. I know it sounds stupid, but like, viewers, these guys are obsessed with cheese. It sounds like... It's ridiculous. It's almost like a cultic obsession. I don't really understand what it is about it. It seems as if there's like maybe a psychic amongst their unit that just didn't, apply themselves to the Federation properly and is just there messing with everybody. Or maybe it's a brain bug that's just trying to use this as a tactic to make us look like fools. Don't think of us as fools. We aren't fools, viewers. We are the strongest army that's out there, and Archy can't stop us. Don't you forget it. But anyway, we also have Steel Branch Stockade over here. This place is a nice little central position for troopers to reconvene and resupply at whenever they need to. It's a good spot for scouting parties and logistics. A very nice central location, so Archy can't be in the center of all of our bases to cut us off from each other. And then down here, you could see in this horrible position down here, that is my news station. I know, it's terrible. It's a horrible spot. I hate it. It's awful. And then up here we have Shakalaka ALG, which is an aerial landing ground for our aircraft that are on frontal missions. So it's allowing them to be able to go farther and scout ahead and provide for our troopers that are way out in the front lines trying to do excursions against the arachnid forces. And it's much cheaper than having to send them all the way up back into orbit to our ships to resupply and refuel from them as well. So... as you can see down here, the weather is at Sandbridge Outpost. It's a nice, calm, average 78 degrees. I'm not sure if that's Celsius or Fahrenheit. I'm going to hope it's Fahrenheit. And then over here at Steel Branch Stockade, we have a relatively mutual temperature of 56 degrees. And then down here at my station, it's not even working. That's great. That's typical, I guess. And hopefully 450 degrees! Holy... Alright, well, if you're at Gruyere Outpost, you're probably dead. And so what I'm saying to you probably has no meaning. But if you are alive and you're down there at Gruyere Outpost, I would highly recommend that you evacuate at the immediate moment that you have. Unless, of course, this is actually in Celsius, in which there is no way that you're alive there. That base is completely lost. Okay, well, it got worse. So Shakalaka up here seems to have a skull and crossbones. I'm not really sure what a skull and crossbone means, viewers, but I'm assuming that's bad. So I'm going to go and check in with one of my my live feed cameras, or even if I have a correspondent out there, and, fuck. We're gonna jump to something something a little nicer. I think it's important that we cover some of the rest of the weather phenomenon that are happening down here in the field. So as you can see, we have this weird red, bumpy, lumpy string bean just kind of flowing off the lower regions, and it's going to start pushing up here, and it doesn't like the blue spiky one. It finds it very infuriating because, he doesn't like blue. And so we're going to see these two for some reason in the sky. I think there might be some gods of Olympus that are going to clash with each other in the sky, and the ruckus and noise that they make will definitely upset the arachnids, as you can see here. And if you're at Steel Branch Stockade, that's going to be a very dangerous... Okay, now there's a purple spinning... What is that? I don't understand what the... What is... Okay, so... I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, viewers, but whatever that was is... I hope it's wrong. I really don't know what to tell. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist. Is that something that... Could we get a meteorologist here? I don't know what that... I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. Okay, I don't. Be careful if you're up there. If you're... Gruyere is gone. They're lost. They're dead. If you're at Still Branch, you're probably barely alive because their whole entire rest of your buddies have been taken away by the arachnids. And if you're up there at Shakalaka, I don't know what's going on at Shakalaka, but they're probably dead up there. There's just... Whatever that weird purple discus of death is, they're gone. They're dead. They're dead. But in other news, we have a bunch of other weird cool stuff that comes up on the screen. So on this screen, you can see a bunch of weird electrified pools of water, I think these are, and some weird blotches of grass. I'm not really sure what all this is, but I guess if you are still alive at Sandbridge Outpost or Still Branch Stockade, or even me, for example, all the way down over there, stay away from any weird electrified water and grass. And, okay, actually it's moving, viewers. Okay. And there's a, holy fuck, what the hell is that? There's a pink blob. Okay, there's a giant space amoeba or Avengers level sleep. Look at that thing. There's like a sleep paralysis demon on the screen. Okay, well, I don't know how to tell you all, but, we're probably all gonna die, and, I'm also in that vicinity, so... Yes! Yes! I'm sorry about that, viewers. I had to take a small little breather, and, there are arachnids right now taking out the base, as you can see. As I told you, Archy does not like the rain. They are very irritable whenever it comes to water in their tunnels. In fact, anything that's in their tunnels really seems to aggravate them. And, as you can still see, it's raining. And so I think it might actually be safe to also jump over and see what the weather's going to be like for the whole rest of the week, because I feel like I've had enough of everything that I've been seeing so far. We can see that there is a nice degree of 71. I really hope that that's Fahrenheit. Up on Monday, and on Tuesday it's okay. Now okay. Tuesday is a skull. Okay. Every day of the week other than Monday is death. You're going to... Okay, now there's a pop-up on the screen. Okay. Alright, well, everybody is going to die. I don't know how else to break it to you. We're all dead. I don't know why Command put me in charge of, meteorology, because I'm not really a meteorologist. Whenever they told me meteorology, I was actually thinking it had something to do with meteors, which I wasn't really sure about. I actually was a little excited about it, because I thought that meant I was going to get to go into space and not have to be down here on the front lines. I thought I was moving up there in the world. But, no, apparently it has to do with this horrifying job that nobody should ever have to do in their lifetime. Because this is horrible. This is traumatizing to me. And, yeah, so... This is terrible. I don't know how else to tell it to you, viewers. So I think we're gonna wrap this up, and I'm going to try and pray that I don't die, if that's fair. Or hopefully they'll actually evacuate me. Maybe they actually do care about me. Okay, viewers, that's all we have for today for our weather report. So to recap, the hopper bugs are laying low for right now, but who knows when they'll decide to come out and play. The arachnids, well, they're always a high threat. I feel like I've never seen whenever they've been a low threat. So if you see them, I would just say accept your fate, because if the storms and horrifying monstrosities of the purple spinning discus and whatever everything else is on the screen, like the pink amoeba of death, just accept your fate. Maybe it'll be a merciful death for you compared to what these storms are going to do to you. Let's not forget about the lovely red glowing skulls on the weekly forecast, and it's indicating that we'll probably all die by the end of the week. But, hey, at least we got a warning. Yeah, maybe it'll do some damage to the arachnids. Hopefully. So, viewers, I'm gonna hide under my desk. It's been nice having you down here to talk to me. It's nice having you all show up here. Hopefully I'll be back here next week for the next broadcast, and if not, they'll replace me. Don't worry. So goodbye.